It's showtime, Herb, and I'm really nervous.
Well, calm down. Once the show starts, you'll be fine, Don.
I'm telling you, I'm nervous. I got butter in my stomach.
Don't you mean butterflies?
Butterflies? Well, not if it can take the train.
I don't get it.
Get what?
Oh, turn on Beakman.
Fact. When a starfish eats, it pushes its stomach out of its body, covers its food, and proceeds to eat and digest it before pulling its stomach back into its body. I'm Beakman, and you've just broken into Beakman's world. Let's see if this works.
Wow, that's amazing, Beakman.
Not really. I wanted it to sound like a trombone. Oh, well, letter me.
Beginner's luck. This one's from Andrew Miller of Sherman Oaks, California. He's wondering, where does all of the garbage we throw away go?
Ooh, trashy question, Andrew. I love it. Okay, it's time to dive into garbage. Because it's time for the Garbage Report.
Guys, stop fighting.
I dipped my head in
We're live on the air in 5.
Oh, yeah, Mushroom Man. Look at that.
The Garbage Report.
We're on the air.
Do something about her. This guy's knock it off.
Unbelievable. Welcome to the Garbage Report. I'm Lyle Compost.
And I'm Shayna Sludge. Our top story. On average, every American throws out about 4 pounds of garbage a day. If piled into a single heap, our combined daily garbage would weigh 438,000 tons.
Shayna, that's what I call a heap of garbage. And it would take 63,000 garbage trucks to haul it away. That's a convoy of garbage trucks 240 miles long.
I'd hate to be stuck behind that on a hot summer day.
In other noxious news, each day Americans dispose of 48 million disposable diapers. Enough to stretch halfway around the world at the equator.
Ever hear a diaper service?
We throw out 20,000 TVs a day.
150,000 tons of packaging material.
43,000 tons of food.
Oh, please, give me a break.
And on that happy note, I'm Lyle Compost.
And I'm Shayna Sludge.
For
People,
The Garbage Report.
Okay, all right, that's a wrap. Everybody
You are
out of
terrible.
here. I'm going
Oh,
for
that's
pizza.
awful. I mean, unbelievable.
I can't believe you guys are just too much.
Now that we've uncovered all those facts about garbage, let's answer the question of where it goes. Because everything goes somewhere.
Where your garbage goes depends on where you live. Some garbage goes to a landfill, which is a fancy name for a dump.
Dumps are handy, but they're filling up fast, and they take up a lot of space. Unless the landfills are properly sealed, dangerous chemicals from discarded house paints, oils, and insect sprays, to name a few, can leak into the environment. And since garbage gets broken down by bacteria, which produce methane gas, landfills can catch fire.
Why can't we just burn this stuff?
Incineration. That solves the space problem, but it gives us a whole new set of problems. When incinerators burn garbage, they give off smoke and chemicals, which are big causes of air pollution. Not only that, but some stuff they burn, like certain plastics, gives off poisonous gases.
Sounds like this garbage problem is really piling up. What can we do about it? She asked, genuinely concerned.
Lots of genuine things. We can
Reduce
what we use. We can reuse what we use. And we can recycle what we use and reuse. Thank you, Ray. Oh, whoa, Lester, what is all of that?
Oh, I was just getting rid of some of the garbage from my rat hole.
What gave you that idea? Our talk on trash?
Nah, the health department.
So, Andrew Miller, when you throw out the garbage truck carries it off to a dump where it's covered over with dirt, or to an incinerator where it's burned up.
Neither dumping nor burning are all that great. That's why when you recycle and make less garbage, you're doing the earth a favor.
And the earth will give you a big thank you kiss.
Coming up next, a tranquil respite from the wear and tear of modern civilization. Don't cut out on us. Come back for more.
Beakman's World must now take a beaker break. And now, back to Beakman's World.
It's time to puff up your personality. Here he is, the drum major of differentials, the timpanist of temerity, the Al Molinaro of joy, not sorrow, the one, the only, the Beakman!
You drag 'em, I'll flag 'em. Let's Virginia reel.
Remember, you must brush after every seal.
This one's from Mark Rambaldi of Belleville, New Jersey. Dear Beakman, how much does the Earth weigh?
Answer, the Earth weighs almost 6 quintillion tons. Woo-hoo. That's the number 6, followed by 21 zeros.
Oh, the Earth should cut down on sweets.
Question, what's the largest dam ever built?
By beavers.
Answer, beavers have built dams up to 2,000 feet long. Wow, that's longer than the Brooklyn Bridge.
But the guy who just sold me the Brooklyn Bridge told me that... Well, I guess this is really between me and my accountants, the office of Filch, Pilfer, and Finagle.
Fast fact, the first bus, an 18-seater, was invented in 1830 by Sir Goldsworthy Gurney of England.
Huh? Well, that's weird. The guy who sold me the bridge said he invented the bus. Boy, I'm gonna have to take this up with my attorneys, Jizzle, Connive, and Swindle.
Hey, Herb, those are the guys who handled my divorce.
Really? How'd it turn out, Don?
They had all my assets frozen.
Cool.
Question, which president's wife wore the biggest hat?
Hold on to your hat question. It's time for a very special Beakman.
There, fellow voyagers. Today, I'll share a poem from the quill of our very own bard, Beakman. There once was a lady from Cork who... Pardon me. Some respect! I'm reading a poem here! You're cutting into my moment. Why can't you... Cool. A lawnmower.
Not a lawnmower, the lawnmower. You can call me Lonnie. Nice talking to ya.
work.
Like a dream.
And here's why. The lawnmower is a lot like a car. It has 4 wheels and a gas engine. Gas engines work by exploding a mixture of gasoline and air thousands of times a minute. These explosions push a piston that turns a crankshaft, that turns a flywheel, that makes a blade spin. The spinning blade, one side of which is the lifting edge, the other the cutting edge, cuts the grass and spits it out the side.
Making a big, noisy gas engine sound.
Well, honey, it was great to meet ya. Don't let the grass grow beneath ya.
Well, time for me to weed out another job. But remember, call on for all your mowing needs.
Coming up next, a weather report. Come rain or come shine, but please come back.
Beakman's World will be back in a flash. And now, back to Beakman's World.
Ooh, Limpin' Lulu in buffet.
Sorry I'm late. I had to visit Mom.
Speaking of Mom, here's another thing screaming for attention. Jack Weinstock of New York City writes, Dear Beakman, how do weathermen and weatherwomen predict the weather?
Your question has taken us by storm, Jack. Neither rain, nor snow, nor sleet will prevent me, your personal scientist, from answering your letter. When you're talking weather, you're talking meteorology.
Meteorology is the study of the Earth's atmosphere and the changes in atmospheric conditions that produce weather.
And knowing what the weather will be is very important. And not just to farmers. The weather determines when construction workers can build buildings, when airplanes can fly. We even decide what kind of clothes to wear based on the weather.
Although I wear this enchanting ensemble, whether you like it or not.
Oh, don't take it off! Don't take it off! People have been trying to predict the weather for thousands of years. In 1593, the Italian scientist Galileo invented the thermometer.
In 1643, Galileo's pupil Torricelli invented the barometer, which measures air pressure.
In 1686, Englishman Edmund Halley made the first weather map.
Jolly good, mate. Oh, you know, this is so fascinating. And yet, against all odds, I find myself slipping into an irreversible coma. Enough ancient history already. Young Jack from New York City wants to know how weather is predicted today, and he wants to know it yesterday.
Then, what are we waiting for? There are more than 3,500 weather observation stations around the world. They take hourly measurements of weather conditions and send their findings to weather forecast centers.
Talk about your champagne wishes and caviar dreams. Those weather guys sure know how to live.
So, meteorologists get all their information from those high-living, thrill-seeking, devil-may-care weather observers.
Not all of it, Liza. Some of it comes from outer space. Weather satellites are the meteorologists' eyes in the skies, or if you prefer, they're orbs in orbit. These satellites use television cameras to beam picture signals to weather stations. These signals provide pictures of cloud patterns and snow and ice on the Earth's surface. Scientists look at these photos and can see dangerous storms like hurricanes developing over the oceans. Then they can warn people on land. The weather information gathered from weather stations, weather balloons, satellites, radar, and specially outfitted weather ships and planes is fed into computers. And the computers come up with this, a weather map. It indicates cold fronts, storm systems, low pressure areas. Everything you need to know to predict tomorrow's weather.
As usual, I look sunny and warm.
And I predict I'm gonna be sick, with a chance of partial puking turning into mild nausea by mid-morning.
By analyzing the various maps and charts the computers create, meteorologists can issue constantly updated predictions that TV and radio weather reporters use to keep their low-pressure jobs and high-pressure salaries.
Okay, Beakman, my fair weather friend, you have been talking a blue sky streak, but I come from a long line of doers. So let us go and do.
Yes, let us go and do indeed. Time to roll up our sleeves and build our very own barometer.
Oh, I was thinking of doing lunch.
For your barometer, you'll need a drinking glass, rubber bands, a straw, an index card, a piece of wood to use for a base, scissors, cellophane tape, glue, and the round half of a balloon.
If you try any of our experiments, make sure you do them with a grown-up and that you follow our instructions. And most important, be careful. Oh, devil! Time to belly up to the barometer.
Huh? Was that a joke? I don't get it.
Remember, barometers measure air pressure, and changes in air pressure are big clues to changes in the weather. First, stretch your balloon over the glass and secure it with rubber bands like this. Then, take your straw and cut a 2-inch piece off, leaving a sharp point like so. Then, glue it to the top of the balloon. Tape your drinking glass to your wooden base. Now, fold your index card at the bottom to make a little stand. And tape the card to the base, making sure that it lines up with the end of the straw. Now your barometer is finished. I put mine in a big glass jar so you can see it in action. Let's say the air in the jar is the atmosphere. When air pressure drops, which can mean a storm is on the way, or when some schmendrick decreases the air pressure in the jar by sucking a little bit of air out of it, air inside the glass pushes the balloon up thusly, which makes the straw go downly. When air pressure rises, which can mean fair weather, or that same schmendrick is blowing extra air into the jar, the balloon goes down and the straw goes uply. I love making up new words, don't you, Ray?
No.
You will be able to predict the weather by marking the level of the straw on the index card every hour or so.
Well, my grandma always says she can tell when it's gonna rain, 'cause the birds don't fly as much.
Well, when rain's coming, that means lower air pressure, which means thinner air, which makes it harder for birds to fly.
Yeah, her grandma also said Elvis is living in her attic.
Come on, baby, let me out.
So, Jack in NYC, there are the highs and the lows of how weather people find out all they know.
What's the worst spell of weather ever?
Oh, let me try. weather. W-E-D-E-R.
We'll shower you with the facts right after this.
Beakman's World will be back after these messages. And now, back to Beakman's World.
The highest temperature ever recorded was 136 degrees Fahrenheit at Al Azizia, Libya on September 13th, 1922.
That is so hot.
Thank you. And the coldest temperature ever recorded was on July 21st, 1983 in Antarctica. A brisk and invigorating 128 degrees below zero.
And we have 0 time left. So,
See you next time.
On Beakman's World.
By the way, Herb, what's the temperature today?
Well, Don, it's 93 below zero.
93 below zero.
Right.
Now, where have I heard that number before?
When they gave you the results of your IQ test,
Oh, yeah. What does IQ stand for?
I quit.